wrestling with.
Okay. If what's his name fell asleep again, I am going to laugh a lot. Um, but I'm not going to be mad at him because honestly, I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day. Hey, you want to say hi to the people? Come say hi to the people. Can you believe this is the same puppy that's in the thumbnail? He's double the size. Oh, it looks like Ben is actually awake. Ben, are you actually awake? You have to unmute yourself.
I know. Let's see. Okay, yes, I'm here.
You are here. Wow, shocking.
I know. It's crazy,
Crazy.
but it's happening.
RJ
How are you
asked,
doing?
have we established the number of parts of a soul our furry friends have, or are we still establishing they have them? Yeah, he doesn't give particulars. Um, and I think there's a reason he doesn't give particulars, but um, yeah, the entire thing is going to be mostly establishing that yes, lucky you have a soul, and that's why God is going to punish you for all the bad things you ever do. Mhm. You
Yes, I
are going to
remember.
burn in hell for all the times that you reach up onto the counter and take things that don't belong to you.
Really, God is gonna judge him for that.
Uh-huh. He's gotten tall enough that now he can grab things off counters.
Yeah, that's a big that looks like a those breeds. I have no idea what breeds are called, but that is
He
like
is
giant.
standard
Would you be
golden.
giant?
So standard,
Golden doodle, right.
yeah, standard poodles can be quite large,
Oh,
and they're actually
okay.
pretty tall.
Mm-hmm.
And so his father was a standard poodle, and he's probably going to be bigger than both his parents. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, doggy heaven implies doggy purgatory. Okay, you want to read or should I read?
I don't remember who was next. I can start.
You go right ahead, sir.
Even if I do it, you still
Okay.
need to interject a bunch because the second word here, I'm gonna need help.
Well, do you have?
I don't.
You don't?
I need to have it. Let me order it now.
Ah, I thought you did order it.
No, it was on my card on Black Friday. But no,
Oh,
we talked about it.
I see. So I actually did go through and expand most of the Rocher Tevot in the what you call
In the book.
it in the book. Yeah, that's one of the things that the book has is expanded Rocher Tevot,
Hmm.
and I
Well,
believe
I mean, yeah.
that first Rocher Tevot there is Al Pi La'ayil, according to that which came before. Although
Mhm.
I probably should find in the book where we are. Are you going to try to bite me the entire time? Because that's not going to work. Um, let's see. Um, uh,
Okay, done. I will have it for the next time.
You are trying to save money like a Jew.
Like a Persian. You
Like
you know,
a Persian Jew.
you know, like yeah, in Israel you have Persian is
Parsi Kamsan.
Parsi Kaptan. Even though no, I think it's been upgraded to Parsi Chaskhan.
What? Parsi what?
Chaskhan.
Chaskhan?
Frugal.
Frugal?
Yeah. The
Okay.
Temani is Kamtan.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what they say about the Moroccani?
That they're
Moroccani
crazy.
Sakin.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean my dad is Persian and my mom is Romanian.
Ah.
So I have a frugal one and a thief.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So it's
it works.
like
It
an
works.
interesting dynamic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. It is not expanded, but I am pretty sure that it's Al P La'ayo.
Al-Pilaila. So according to above, okay.
Yeah.
Ulitagets. Al-Pi. Well, how can be Al-Pi? We should be Ain.
Oh, you're right.
Afilu. La. Afi.
Hmm. I'm not sure
Ulitagets.
what that is. That
That's
he translated it to answer these conflicts. It is possible. Lataretz Efshar Lahagit, I guess. Maybe it's Efshar Lahagit.
okay.
Yeah.
So, לתרץ אפשר להגיד, so we can explain this,
Yes.
שפירושו כך, the definition or the interpretation of what we spoke about, שלהיות הבהמה אין לה שכר ועונש, the animal.
What he's doing is he's giving his first explanation of what the Ramak, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, might have meant when he said that uh, the soul of an animal doesn't have reality to it. It's just a reflection of the light.
Right. Okay.
So this is his first explanation, which he's actually going to dismiss later.
Mm-hmm. So he's saying here. So he's saying here. שלהיות הבהמה אין לה שכר ועונש. So because the animal does not have reward and punishment.
Right.
לכן אין בנפשה עליות אל מקורה וירידות. So its soul cannot ascend or descend.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So what he means by when he says that it's there's no reality to its soul is really that it's not possible for the soul of an animal to, because there's no punishment and reward by animals, there can't be any true spiritual gain or loss, ascent or descent, right? So that's the first possible answer you could give.
Okay. It comes through that assumption.
Yeah.
Okay. ועל הדרך הזה נוכל לדחוק בפירוש שם.
The Perek Yud Sham, right?
בפרק י' שם.
So that's the whole question that the guy brought was from Perek Yud of the Pardes, right?
Right, that we talked about.
Yep.
או אפשר לומר,
אפשר לומר, yeah.
or we could say, שדעתו כך, that his opinion is such, מפני כי שורש נפשות הבעלי חיים, because the root of the souls of animals הוא ממה שנפל
שבירת הכלים.
בשבירת הכלים מעולם התוהו. The source, the root of the animal soul is from what was fallen when the vessels broke, in the Kabbalistic framework.
Right.
From the world of tohu.
Right.
From the world of chaos. אולי אפשר לומר, maybe we could say, שאין לנפשה מקור, that the animal, its soul does not have אין לנפשה מקור כי בחיי כי בחינת התוהו, כי בחינת התוהו אינו מקור באמת. Maybe we could say that the soul doesn't really have a source because the tohu or chaos is not a source. There's nothing that.
Right, we're talking about chaos.
Right, nothing springs from it.
Yeah,
it's not a true source. אינו מקור באמת לנפשה, מפני כי הוא מבחינת השבירה דתוהו. Because the tohu is considered the breaking, the tohu of breaking.
Because this. The soul would be coming from the aspect of breaking that is in Tohu, not the Kalim that is in Shvirat HaKelim.
Okay. וגם עלייתה אחר כך. And also the ascent of the soul afterwards. אפילו לאחר הבירור, even after the purification, purification.
Yeah.
היא גם כן למקור חוצבה, is also to the place where it was
initially dug out of, right?
Right. מפני כי על ידי הבירור מתברר אור התוהו. Because as a result of the purification, the light of the tohu of chaos also becomes revealed or purified.
Right. So once you purify the aspects of tohu in Shvirat HaKelim, right? Those things which have their essence in the Shvira itself, it's as if they don't exist anymore.
Can you repeat that?
So once you do the tikkun of the Shvira, right? Those things which have their essence in the Shvira itself, right? It's kind of like you've undone the Shvira. So you're basically undoing those things that are from the Shvira.
His sins become mitzvot.
In a sense, I mean, it's more to the point of the sins that don't become mitzvot, but actually become not nullified.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so where were we?
We talk about the tikkun of the kelim, right? So there are the kelim that were in the shvira, but there are aspects of the shvira itself which might not even be included in the tikkun.
Okay, right, and that is so okay. Okay.
He's not saying this is the thing, but he's giving ways in which you could try to explain away, right, the because he said the explanation that the guy gave, that's obviously completely false. Stop it.
Right. Yeah, he put it nicely. I forgot how he put it at the beginning, but okay.
Yeah, he said "mukhrach bechol ofen." I think something like that. Yeah, he completely. Yeah. For some reason, Lucky has decided right now is when he should be playing with us. I think his soul needs a tikkun.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
He wants to learn Torah too.
It's good. He's lucky. He's truly lucky.
He's lucky, yes. He's lucky that he wants to learn Torah. Let me grab one of his balls. Go for the heel. And try not to destroy anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where were we?
מבחינת השאלה זה גם ליתך, אחר כך אפילו...
אור התוהו, והרי הוא אינו.
והרי הוא אינו כמו התוהו קודם הבירור וכולי. כי על ידי הבירור מתברר התוהו, so we just spoke about the light of the tohu that it gets revealed through the purification. And like we said, after that, it is not like it was before.
Right.
Okay. Ach.
כל זה.
דוח הגדול.
Right.
All of this is very hard to understand, or dochak is like
you're trying to force it.
Yeah, right. This is very forced.
Yeah.
Right. וביותר, and even more so, שהפרדס לא ידע כלל מיתו כמה ש...
כמו שכתוב באיגרת הקודש, right? כמו שיתפאר אם ירצה שם, right? So he's going to say, no, that is an answer you could give, but the answer I'm going to give you is what the Alter Rebbe said in Iggrot Kodesh, that the Ramak, who was before the Arizal, right? And one of the reasons that even the Litvaks will publicly study and teach the works of the Ramak is that we paskin according to the Arizal, not the Ramak. And so it's not really Kabbalah, right? So, and this is more, okay, we when we talk about the Ramak, he may have been saying things in such a way that they don't accord with our understanding of the Kabbalah according to the Arizal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's all right.
Okay. So it says that it's very forced because it's we can't say that the Pardes, the source that this person gave, really even knew about this aspect of Tohu.
Right.
וצריך חישוב, and לתרץ פרק הנ"ל, we need to figure out how to explain this correctly. העניין ודאי אינו כדעת השואל, but it's definitely not the way that this person that asked is.
That guy was silly and stupid.
Mm-hmm. Subtext.
Yeah.
Okay. וכדי להרחיק מדעת השואל, and in order to get distance from the opinion of the person who asked, נאמר שגם
בנפש הבהמית.
nefesh habehemit sheba'adam, it is said that also in the animal soul of a person, kodem boah.
Nefesh ha'elokit, not ba'amit. Yeah, nefesh
Oh
ha'elokit.
yeah, right. Shegam b'nefesh ha'elokit sheba'adam. So even that in the godly soul that's in a person, kodem boah laguf. It comes first to the body. גם כן, לא נמצא נפשות פרטיות. ומשהרז"ל,
מה שאמרו הרז"ל, right? שקיבלו נשמות שבגוף. Right? So there's the famous saying of the sages, Ein ben David ba ad yichlu neshamot shebaguf. Right? And guf is the name of a chamber of souls that exists, that where souls are waiting to be brought into this world, right? And it says in the Talmud that the Messiah can't come until all of the souls that are in Guf have had their chance to be in an actual body.
Interesting. So it uses the word guf, which is usually translated as body,
right?
As something before the body. It's like something like a chamber.
This is a chamber in which the souls await in the halot, right? It's a heichal in the olamot.
So this interpretation, the guf is guf.
Guf is the name of that heichal.
No, I know, but like just but technically, is guf used before in the Talmud as referring to the body, or is it just a word that it was unclear?
Generally used to refer to the body, but in this particular, this is in Yevamot 62a.
Right?
It
talks about it. Okay.
Yeah, where
I didn't know that.
It specifically is talking about a heichal,
the chamber,
which is known as guf.
Okay. So לגוף גם כן לא נמצא נפשות פרטיות. What does this mean?
קודם בועל לגוף. Oh, is he saying that before they come to the... No. Here, like in the first place, when he says, okay, נאמר שגם בנפש האלוקי קודם בועל לגוף, right? That before it comes to our body, right? גם כן נמצא נפשות, לא נמצא נפשות פרטיות, right? They're not particular souls.
Oh, okay.
Right? They, until a person actually from their soul comes into this world, their nefesh halokit comes into this world, into an actual body, right? Where it's joined with nefesh habahamit, right? It's not particular.
Right. Okay. Interesting. So, להיות ידוע ששורש כל הנשמות הם מידם הראשון. So they're not particular, but we know that the source of all these souls is primordial Adam. I forgot what the term we used for him. Okay. והוא היה כולל כולם. And he was all of these souls together. יש מהם שתלוי בשערו. There is a soul that's hanging from that's based in his hair. ויש בחוטבו, and so it's in his nose, או בידיו, in his hands, ברגליו, in his feet, וכולי, etc. כנודע מהרבה מאמר ז"ל, like we know from the words of our sages, וממה שכתוב בספרי הקבלה והדרוש, and from what it's written in the books of Kabbalah and Midrash, ואחר כך,
ואם כן,
yeah, I knew I was wrong, ואם כן, מה שרצונך לומר, בנפש הבהמית ובנפש, what is this?
בנפש הבהמית ובנפש, בנש... הקבלה, ואם כן, מה שרצונך לומר, בנפשות הבהמות, right? And ובנפש הבהמית, right? So we're talking about the souls of animals and the animal souls of men.
Souls of animals and the animal souls of man. The souls of animals and animal souls of man. Okay.
Right.
Okay, so בנפש בהמית, בנפש הבהמית. Is that what it means?
בנפש הבהמות.
בהמות.
ובנפש הבהמית.
I got it, okay. ועל פי כן, מה שרצונך לומר בנפש הבהמית, נפש הבהמות ונפש הבהמית. And
שלא נמצא בהן
נשמות פרטיות, קודם בואם לגוף. So you can say that the nefesh, the soul of the animals and the animal soul in man, that they're not particular before they come to the goof.
What's this page? כי אם
כוחות כוח על הנפש הבהמות, וכוח על הנפש הבהמה, והחי והעוף וכולי.
So these are just potential powers. They're not actually what should we call it?
Souls are like
that they're not particular spiritual entities.
Okay. כמו כן תאמר בנפש האלוקית גם כן. Maybe you would say the same about the godly soul. שהם הרבה כוחות מתחלקים להחיות גופים רבים. That before the soul comes into the goof, it is a lot of different powers or forces that is divided and enlivens different vessels.
Right.
ולזה ארזל, what did you say ארזל? אמרו רזל. ועל זה אמרו רזל. ועל זה, and to this our sages said, עד שיכולו נשמות שבגוף. What Jacob said about that the Messiah won't come before all the souls will come to the guf. כמו שבאמת, שורש כל הנשמות הם מאדם הראשון. Because like we said, the source of all the souls is truly from primordial Adam.
Adam Harishon is not primordial Adam is Adam Kadmon. This is
Adam
Adam
Kadmon.
Rishon.
Adam Rishon. Okay. So why does he mention this at the end? How does this relate?
He's saying you could say in a similar manner, like we're saying that there isn't individual souls, right? So you could say that the fact that these animal souls aren't individual is in a similar manner as we would say that the souls of human beings are ultimately all coming from Adam Harishon, from first Adam.
Okay. I see. Okay. Ma shekatuv.
Eliyahu, right? So now he's going to talk about Eliyahu. It says, Chai Hashem asher amadati lefanav, right? That so there's a verse in which Eliyahu says, as the God who I stood before lives, and what is explained there, specifically the Alter Rebbe explains, but is explained there is that before Eliyahu came into the soul of Eliyahu came into the world, he was he was standing before God be'yir va'ahava. Right? So he if we're gonna say that the souls aren't particular in goof, right? In the chamber goof, behechal goof, then you have to answer. So what about Eliyahu?
Right. So how? Yeah, it sounded like he was particular before his soul came down.
Exactly.
So how is it? Okay. Okay. Shanashama, so he explains, Shanashama קודם בו על הגוף, עמדה באהבה ויראה, that it says that his soul before he came into the goof, it stood in love and awe. כנ"ל אין זה סותר כלל למה שכתבנו. This is also does not contradict anything that we've written. שנוכל לומר, because we could say, שהחלק שלו עמד באהבה ויראה, that the part of him that stood in love and awe, dread of Hashem, בוודאי בנשמת אדם הראשון, is obviously part of the soul of אדם הראשון. קודם בואה בגוף של אליהו. Before it came into the body of Elijah. או נאמר, or we can say, שנשמת אדם הראשון קודם בואה לגוף, that the soul, או נאמר שנשמת אדם הראשון קודם בואה לגוף אדם הראשון, that the soul of אדם הראשון before it came into the goof of אדם הראשון, so the body of אדם הראשון, הייתה עומדת באהבה ויראה שהם
חסד וגבורה.
חסד וגבורה כלולים יחד. That it stood in love and awe, which are chesed and gvura together.
Right.
שזה היה קודם
בריאת העולם הגשמי.
בריאת העולם הגשמי. זה היה קודם בריאת העולם הגשמי. This was before the creation of the material, the physical world. וגם כמאמרי, גם כמאמרי הז"ל, the teaching of our sages, במי נמלך בנשמותיהם של צדיקים.
So when it says Naaseh Adam, right? And so God says, let us make. Right? So the question that's asked is, who is God speaking to? And he says he's speaking to the souls of the tzaddikim.
Interesting. כמו שכתוב, אם המלך במלאכתו ישבו. So these souls, it stood with God to do his work with him.
Yeah.
His creative work.
But now he's going to dismiss all of that stuff that we said so far. Ein anu tzrichim l'kol zeh. We don't have to go talk about all of this stuff. Ki be'emet zer anpin, I think.
zer anpin.
Zot omeret.
זאת אומרת.
גם בבעלי חיים יש נפשות הבעלי חי קודם בואם לגוף הבעל חי. So he's going to say, no, this is the real situation. Let me see how. It's interesting because rather, even animals have an animal nefesh before they come to their animal bodies. Okay. יש נפשות הבעלי חי קודם בואם לגוף הבעלי חי. So there is a sense in which each animal, it's not just a undifferentiated animal spirituality which gets incarnated, but rather that they actually have a soul. ובאמת, יפלא על דברי הפרדס הנ"ל. It's very strange what the Ramak says in the Pardes. שאם הדברים כפשוטן, מהו עניין הקורבנות שמקריבים הבהמה הגשמית על גב המזבח, ועל ידי זה נעשה ריח ניחוח להשם. Because if it's so that these are things which do not have a real essence in spirituality, right? Then how can we say that we bring these sacrifices, right, with a material animal upon the altar, and this somehow makes a reach nichoach, right, a pleasant aroma to God, right? ופירוש בכמה דרושים שעל ידי הקורבנות מעלים נפש הבהמה לשורשה. And in many places when we talk about the sacrifices, we talk about returning the soul of that animal to its proper location. The tohu shalamala mehatikum, in the worlds of chaos, which are above the worlds of rectification. Ubezohar amru raza de kurbana ola al raza the eser sphere, the Ein Sof? I think the Ein Sof.
The Ein Sof, yeah.
Yeah, and in the Zohar it says that the mystery of the korbanot is even greater than the mystery of the infinite light.
Wow.
ואם נאמר שאין לה במה לעלות ולא לרדת כפשוטן, מהו עניין הקורבן? שמעלים הבהמה על גב המזבח, הלא לא נעשה בנפשה כלום, ומהו עניין העלייה? What's
the point
happening here if it's not something real? והפרדס עצמו בערך הכינויים, in his glossary, בערך קורבן, כתב, קורבן נקרא השכינה.
Wow.
מפני כמה טעמים.
This guy doesn't look at the glossary before he made his claim.
אחד, מפני שבה מתקרבים כל הספירות, right? We refer to the korbanot as Shekhinah because through it, we bring all of the sfirot together, right? We bring them closer. V'nikraim aguda, and they can be called an aguda, a collection or a community. Chul va'od shehu korban letiferet, v'lachen nikra korban la'Hashem. That it is bringing it closer to Tiferet, and that's why it's referred to as korban to Hashem. More al yichud Tiferet u'malchut. It's talking about a unification of Tiferet with Malchut. Va'al yedei zeh mityachdim kol hasfirot, which causes a unification of all of the sfirot. V'zehu lashon kiruv, ayin sham, and this is what it means when it says closeness. Look there, kiruv v'yichud otiot, right? That we're talking about the unification and the closeness of letters, right? The Shem Havaya from the tetragram. Ken Pirash B'Zohar, V'ikra Zohar Chadash, I think it's Zohar Chadash. Lech Lecha. That's Tzara Mizbeach Adama Ta'aseh Li. Let me see if I can find this one here, because I am probably going to get this wrong. Dem Shalai Pish Bazar V'Ikra Chadash. So it is explained in the Zohar on the portion on the Torah portion starting Leviticus 1:1, and on Torah portion starting Genesis 12:1, page 95a, on the verse, "You shall make an earthen altar for me." Okay. Yeah, I think these Roshei Tevot are all giving specific locations of where in the Zohar Chadash it is. But on the Pasuk, Mizbeach Adama Ta'aseh Li, Ta'aneh kol man dekariv bar'ei lekurbana da, ke'ilu akriv kol korbanin da'alma lekamei dekuchabrichu. Right? That it's saying there the kurban that it's talking about is the kurban of circumcision, and it says that anyone who performs this sacrifice on his son, it's as if he's bringing an actual korban before kuchabrichu. Uki'ilu banei mitbacha shlemta kameh. And it's like he built an actual altar before God.
Yeah, it does feel like it's the closest step, right, to bringing a korban. Think sometime.
Begin kach, boy lesadra midbacha ma'anah chad mal'e ara. My which one call it is not.
Your Aramaic is rusty.
Aramaic is not that great. Let's see how did he translate it? As if he built a complete altar before him. Therefore, one needs to arrange the altar with one full measure of earth. Begin kach boy lesadra mitlacha the ma'anah chad, that it has to have a full measure. Mal'e ara, made out of from earth. Okay. Vehine zehu vadai shal yedei hamilah right, through Brit Milah, right, through circumcision, be'orim lamala hamshachot elyoniot, right, that were awakening a drawing down of great spiritual heights. ובדרושי רז"ל, שעל ידי המילה גילוי יסוד אדם קדמו. That through circumcision we are revealing the yesod of Ak, right, which is above the worlds of even Atzilut. והרי לפניך שהזוהר מדמה מילה לקורבן. We see that the Zohar is making a comparison between circumcision and a korban. Mimela muvan ma'alat korbanot, right? Like, how great is a korban that the Zohar is saying circumcision is like a korban? Verstehst?
Verstehst, yeah. It's interesting. It kind of came up in a conversation that I had with someone. Talking about korban and how it's something that we don't do anymore for various reasons. But the question is, like, is it something that we are? So I think the Rambam famously says, I don't know if I'm misquoting him, that it was sort of a compromise that was made. It was made for people. But then the Rambam himself, in his version of the Siddur, also mentions how we yearn to do it again.
Right.
So if it was a compromise, why do we yearn? Because we want to show that we want to do everything for God. But then the question was, the next thing was like Brit Milah, like why is that? It also seems to fall in that category. It's the way that you explained it, where it's something that feels like, okay, it was like, it was a test. Some people used to sacrifice their children for real, and so this is like just a compromise on that. Yeah. But now, why do we need to keep doing it if it's like we know what it's about? So I mean, it's interesting that it also remained.
You can say that about any Yerida Tzorach Aliyah, right? So what is it? What is the first commandment, right? That God Himself spoke on Mount Sinai. Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Hotzeticha Meretz Mitzrayim Mibeit Avadim. Right.
Right.
This is the greatness of God.
Right. That's okay.
It's not Ani Anochi Hashem
Borei Yekum.
Borei Shamayim V'Aretz. No. Right. I freed you from the house of slavery. Right. But the fact is that ultimately, right, and this is what makes us not Gnostics. Right.
Right.
We recognize that Sof Ma'aseh B'Machshava Techila, that when God created the world from the very beginning, He knew exactly how it was going to end up, and He knew, right, that the Yerida was L'Tzorach Aliyah, and so the Yerida itself is, in a sense, an Aliyah.
I guess it's really a literal example of skin in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's try to finish this paragraph. ואיך ייתכן לומר שאין בנפשה לא עלייה ולא ירידה. So if korbanot are so great, right, that we compare circumcision to korbanot, how can you say that there's no aliyah or yerida when it comes to an animal's soul? ואם תאמר שזהו מפני שהקורבן מתערב מעשה האדם גם כן, right? If you're going to say, the whole point of it is that the animal is getting involved in the actions of the human being. Vidui hachote, right? That when the sinner, says his confession, halo belo behema gashmi lo yo'il vidui hachote, right? This is part of the question, right? You're giving a physical manifestation, something tangible, material part of the confession.
Right. So it says that the confession, what he's saying is that the confession itself is not enough. You need to have the confession and the sacrifice. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. ובתורה נאמר מעשה הקורבנות והחוטא יסמוך ידיו עליו, right? So and the sinner puts his hand upon it. הרי סוף כל סוף העיקר הוא הקורבן עצמו, שעל ידי זה נעשה ריח ניחוח להשם, right? Saying no, okay, even though it involves a human being, right? It's the animal part is an important part of it. It's what creates that pleasing aroma to God. שפירש בדרושי רז"ל שהריח הוא העלאת ועל ידי זה נעשה ניחוח המשכה להוויה בשם הוויה, right? So, and it's through that this aroma that rises that there is this ascent, right? And a bringing of the into the name of the tetragram, ואם כן, אי אפשר לומר דברי הפרדס הנ"ל כפשוטן כולו. So it's impossible to say things like the Pardes to understand that chapter 10 as its simple understanding. Yeah? And we even got Andrew here because he loves animals and he's a Gnostic.
It's a great combination.
Great combination to love animals and be a Gnostic. I don't know about that.
No.
Okay.
How have you been? We haven't talked for a while. No, how long have we not talked? I don't remember.
Well, last
before
week,
Israel?
Yeah, last week you fell asleep.
I fell asleep like 5 minutes before the call.
Of course. And honestly, I have to say, if you fell asleep this time, I would have fallen asleep with you because I am it's been a difficult week. I started my internship last week, and yeah, it's a
lot.
I got to work. I had to wake up at 7 to take Lucky to the park because he was going to be home alone all day, and I didn't want him to destroy the entire house.
Get the energy out, yeah.
Yeah, and then to get to work by 9, and then 9 to 5, and usually things end a little early, but because we have supervision, it actually went late, and I had to.
Tell me about it. Supervision. I know. Takes a long time.
Yeah, those meetings. Oh my God.
I mean, not on my skin, but on somebody else. Yeah.
Oh.
So what's the internship, if you can say?
Oh, sure. So I am working at it's a large organization, and I'm working at 2 of their facilities. One of them is a locked ward. So it's a locked mental psychiatric facility. And then the second place is kind of a it's a residence for people getting out of the locked ward. So yeah, I'm only doing 26 hours a week, but it's in addition to everything else I do. So yeah, I don't have any master's degree courses anymore. I finished all my master's degree courses, and I have to finish. So in 6 months, I should be done with my master's degree.
Wow.
Yep.
B'shah tova. And that happens for sure.
And my plan is, so one of my cousins is having a bat mitzvah in July in Jerusalem. So my plan is kind of as a graduation present to myself. I am going to go to Jerusalem in July.
Are you gonna also organize a conference there?
Not a conference, but we might do a Shabbaton. We're talking about. So I'm probably going to be there good 3 weeks, and I was thinking Shabbat Chazon might be a nice time to do a Shabbaton in Jerusalem.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that.
That was Shadow, and for some reason, this guy has decided that he needs to bite me during the entirety of our little study session. I'm telling you, his soul needs a tikkun.
For sure.
Yeah. Can you do a tikkun on his soul so that he stops biting me?
I probably need a good night's sleep, and then maybe.
Yeah. Good night.
Maybe I'll have the power.
Yeah. You know all the stories about like the famous stories that like a dog keeps on coming someplace and people do a hatarat nedarim and the dog dies. You've heard this stuff?
No.
There's a lot of famous stories with dogs and hatarat nedarim and stuff. Yeah.
Really? It's just related to their souls or parts of souls, Gilgulim.
Yep. Gilgulim.
I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Lucky may be a Gilgul of somebody who for all we know, he could be a Gilgul of the guy who asked all the stupid questions to the Rebbe Maharash.
Right. And he's waiting for us to finally resolve to fully. Maybe that's his punishment to listen to us trying to figure out.
He has to. Yeah, he has to listen.
Endure.
Yeah. I think we figured out what your previous Gilgul was, Lucky. You must have been the Shoel of the Rebbe Maharash.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Yutes Kislev? Yutes Kislev is coming up. Rosh Hashanah Hasidut.
There's probably gonna be a Farbrengen happening here. They have now.
There's definitely going to be a Farbrengen. And you can even ask your rabbi if there's a Chalukat Hashas. You could take a.
That's when you did the Chalukat Hashas. Interesting.
That's when Chabad does Chalukat Hashas.
I'm still stuck on brachot. I don't know, like I've been studying it for like 2 years.
You're supposed to take a whole Masechta.
Right. Well, I bought a Mishnayot. I bought a Mishnayot because I want to do
You want to do
I just want to
Shas?
do that.
Shas Sidrei Mishnah?
Yeah, just go through that because it'll be quicker, and Mishnah is easier for me because it's in Hebrew, so I can understand it to an extent that I can say better. But I just want to go through that.
A lot of families. My rabbi, all of his sons made a siyum on the Mishnah for their bar mitzvah.
Right. For their bar mitzvah, that's even late. And like, why not at 9? You know, it's like. By the way, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff about the Yanuka, and I haven't heard you talk anything. Like suddenly, I'm starting to hear about it from like different sources, and like people chattering.
Yechi Hamela. Yeah.
Very interesting.
I actually saw a video. The Yanuka went to somebody's bar mitzvah. He was making for his bar mitzvah, he was making a siyum on the Talmud.
Interesting. Yeah.
A 13-year-old kid making a siyum on Talmud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I read there was an article about him in an Israeli newspaper. I read that. It's interesting. It's an interview.
Oh.
Because he's controversial now, and like
how is he controversial?
I think he was quoted. Like there were some quotes, and obviously he's making a lot of money, or people around him are making a lot of money. So he's the spotlight. So and apparently he said some things that honestly that can be misconstrued or something like that. So
what did he say?
He said something to his students like many years ago that he wished that he would be rich, that he would have all the money in the world, that they should pray that he would be rich.
Okay.
But the way he explains it, and I think even in the quote, he's like, he said that because he said like, I just want to be rich, so I don't need to worry about like everybody else talking about, so I can do my Torah, and I don't need to worry about anything else. So, yeah, I think it was interesting.
Mad at him because he wished he was rich.
That's what people grab, but obviously, people are interested in him, and so they see him as a controversial figure because
he's not on the list of the richest rabbis. There's a bunch of Kabbalistim listing out there who take tons of money from people.
Right, and he said that. He said he doesn't take money for any of those things. So interesting. It's an interesting interview because he sounds like, and I've listened to him before, but not in that format. But he sounds like a very down to earth. And he says, and I didn't know about, like, he talks about his history and the fact that he never went to a yeshiva. He's not like, he hasn't been like. He's not from he's not from Mir or from this or from that, so that's maybe also why people are a little suspicious of him, because he comes from like a very unknown background, or like
yeshiva of all the big yeshivas have had events with him.
So it's probably the Askanim that are more suspicious, maybe not their yeshiva themselves,
Askanim. Hashem should save us from Askanim and from dogs that bite when they're not supposed to be biting.
But it is lucky, like I had my dog. She would bite, but she would like stop.
Oh, he doesn't bite hard, but he still has his milk teeth, which are like they're also called needle teeth because. Like the first set of dog teeth are really sharp.
Interesting.
Yeah, even though I think a few of the more sharp ones have gotten less sharp as he's been biting on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are.
So you call them milk teeth?
Yeah.
Is that's not an American term though, right? Because like or is that what it's called for dogs specifically, or
No, I think
for a baby you don't say, you say what do you say? You say milk teeth, or I forgot now. How do you call baby teeth? How do you call baby teeth? Baby teeth?
baby teeth.
Anyway, in Hebrew, you
Yeah.
say milk teeth, shinei chalav. So I remember talking to my wife about how that's like in Hebrew, that's how the way we say it, but in English it's
I just what is it
Jessica,
called?
go then.
I just googled it. It says deciduous teeth are also known as baby teeth, milk teeth, first teeth, or primary teeth.
Okay, I guess just
Yeah. And for dogs, they're also called needle teeth. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, even
And
Wikipedia says milk teeth. One of the things is milk teeth.
yeah.
I'm telling you, modern Hebrew has stolen everything from English.
Yeah. I thought that was original, but okay.
Nope. Modern Hebrew. Fair. Okay, Mr. Man. I am going to end this stream.
Sounds good.